Hi everybody and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. This is super exciting. I can't believe I'm actually doing it. I've been wanting to do YouTube for so long now, and I've never really had like an excuse to do it until now really. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about living with a life-threatening allergy. Throughout the video, if you don't know anything about it, you'll know, hopefully, by the end, what it's like to live with one. What does a life-threatening allergy mean? Well, basically, if you're allergic to something, for example, I'm allergic to exercise, which is really bizarre, but it's true. It means that if I over-exercise or if I get too hot whilst exercising, then my throat will close up, I'll stop breathing, and I'll basically have an anaphylactic shock, and I could potentially die if I don't get hospital treatment, which sounds scary, but it's only happened a couple of times, and the times it has happened, it's just been a blur. Like, you don't understand what's happening to you, and then you get to the hospital and they just take over you, injecting you with stuff, and then you wake up in a blur really. So yeah, I can go to the gym still. Like, I go to the gym pretty much every day. I just have to be really careful. Like, one time when I did break out in my I call it my rash. I basically get hives. It looks like chicken pox, but it's like under the skin. I get that all over my body, and then my eyes start to swell up, and my lips do too. So it looks like I've had like lip fillers. It's the bizarrest thing to like watch happen. But yeah, last time I went on the treadmill, like, and ran, that happened. So I've just got to be careful in the exercises I do. So I don't go on the treadmill and run. I don't go for runs. I try not to do too much heavy cardio. I try to do more HIIT, but I do like low impact HIIT, because I tried to do I pushed myself too much once in a HIIT session, and it happened again. So yeah, one time I used to do cheerleading at uni, because I'm at uni. I was literally just standing still because we were learning a new dance, and the next thing I knew, my lips were so huge, and I turned to the girl next to me and I was like, "Are my lips really big?" She was like, "Yeah, they're like huge." So I was like, I excused myself, and luckily my boyfriend lived like right next door to the SU where we were, and I ran to him and I was like, "I don't know what to do." So we like went to the hospital, and yeah, so I've just got to be so careful. I have this condition. I don't know why. The doctors don't know why. Personally, I think it's because I started the pill, and it all happened around that time. I don't know if it was the pill. I don't know if it was my hormones, if it was just something that happened. I don't know. But yeah, I remember one day I was walking into sixth form through the big doors, and it was winter. And I got inside and it was really warm, and I sat down and I noticed I had a rash, and I was like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And yeah, it just happened like every day until I went to the doctors, and they diagnosed me with something called urticaria, which basically means your trigger. So mine must have been going from a cold environment to a hot environment. That's what triggers it. With my allergy to exercise, it's something called idiopathic. So the doctors don't know what I'm allergic to within like exercise, if that makes sense. So I could be 1 minute walking up a hill fine, the next minute I've broken out. It's so bizarre. Like, so many people don't believe me when I tell them, but it's true. Like, I don't make it up just to get out of exercising. And people think I do. They think, "Oh, you're lazy, you just can't be bothered to exercise." Well, I go to the gym like most days and I'm fine. It's just the odd occasion. So when I have a breakout, I'll give you the last time I had one. I was walking up a hill with my camera equipment. I do journalism at uni, so I have to carry a bag with a tripod in, and then a bag with a camera in. And I've got quite a big hill up my road to my house. So yeah, I was walking up. I had brand new shoes on, and they were a bit high for me. And I didn't realise. I was like, "Oh god, this is going to be a trek." And I got to like halfway up the hill and my throat got tight. I was like, oh God, it's happening. So I rushed home and I sat on the sofa and I just couldn't catch my breath. I've got asthma as well. Throw that into the mix, it's not good. So yeah, I was sat on the sofa on my inhaler and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So my boyfriend ran over. We called the 111, the free NHS helpline, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So they were like, we'll send an ambulance out to you. He got there, and I took my tablets to like hopefully do something. And he was like to me, you should have took your EpiPen. I'm terrified of injections. Like, it's ridiculous how terrified I am. I can have piercings, I've got like loads in my ear, I'm fine. When it comes to an injection, no. I just stand and cry for about 10 minutes. And I'm like, don't do it to me. But yeah, he was like, you should have had your EpiPen. And I was like, I don't know what to do with it. Because I remember when I first got prescribed my EpiPens, basically the pharmacist took me into a side room and was like, here it is, if you ever need to use it, stab it in your leg. That was it. And me being me, I'm not the most, I don't know, clever person in the world. So yeah, I've never taken my EpiPen. I'm definitely too terrified. But I'm going on a course soon to like learn how to take it, when to take it. So hopefully that will make my awareness better. So yeah. In the EpiPen it is adrenaline. So you're injecting adrenaline to counteract the closing of your throat. I don't know like all the medical terms or anything, or like medically what it does. But all I know is it works. Living with the condition, it is so bizarre. Like, some of my friends would be like, oh, we're going on a run, do you want to come? I'm like, I can't. But I don't feel excluded really. When I had my breakup when I was doing cheerleading, and I was in the hospital for a day, all my family was like, you shouldn't do it anymore, like that's obviously causing it. And I was like, no, because I don't want it to stop me from doing things. Like, it's all very well and good saying, oh, you're not doing it, but I'm going to miss it, and I won't feel like, I'll feel like a bit of an outcast, really. It's just hard, like, I always have to be aware, I always have to carry my EpiPen, my inhaler, my tablets. So it's like, I brought a little bag yesterday, just like a really small one, and I was like, yeah, I can put my money in it when I just go out, like, shopping or something. And then I went out yesterday with my flatmate Leah, and I put my inhaler, EpiPen, tablets in it, and it was full. And I was like, oh, I can't even fit like my purse or my keys in it. So that was annoying. But I suppose it's just the little things, like, it doesn't consume me every day. Like, it doesn't stop me from going to the shop, going shopping. I've just got to be more careful than everybody else, really. I remember in second year, we lived a little bit further out from a supermarket to get my shopping, and I remember the first time I went to the supermarket, I had my bags for life. I was carrying them back and I had a bit of a rash, and I told my mum, and she was like, right, we're getting you a granny trolley. So now I've got one of these like trolleys that the old people have, and like all my friends take the piss out of me for having it. But honestly, it's so much better. Like, I'm not struggling with my bags, I can just pull it along. It's fun, but it is a little embarrassing. But yeah, I think I might do a separate video about how to keep healthy at uni with the condition. Because I can't exercise as much, I think I've definitely got to eat better, which is something I don't do, but I should do. But I'll talk about that separately. I hope this has been helpful for anybody out there who has an allergy or knows somebody with an allergy, and they can get like an insight of this to help understand their condition better. They might not be allergic to exercise, they might have a nut allergy, they might have a venom allergy or a food allergy, but at least you'll know how to look after them, warning signs, and you'll like be a bit more sympathetic with them. Because I remember when I first was diagnosed, my friends were they didn't know what to do, and I wish there was something out there for them to like read or watch so they could understand it better. Because I think if you don't have it, you don't know what somebody's going through. So yeah, I hope everybody has enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, it would mean the world to me. and hopefully there'll be a few more videos on this channel soon. Bye!